Take me to the hitters meeting.
We have a hitters meeting. The guys are talking in the cage.
Working with our hitting coaches and trying to get on track.
It's amazing how those meetings work.
All right, time for the season debut of Hitters Meeting. We've got a new open and everything.
Yeah, a little updated.
Our guest is Yonder Alonso. He's our +1. He's wearing a velvet jacket. Thrift Dork says you're channeling George Costanza with the velour.
A little taller.
But is that velvet or is velour? I think it is velvet, not velour. It looks nice, whatever it is. What is that? Velvet?
I don't know.
It's nice.
I woke up like this.
I mean, you're from Miami. You nail it, Mr. 305.
That's right.
Yes, sir.
Let's go. Talk about Matt Olson.
Oh, man. So I texted him the other day. Like, I really want to highlight you, man. Because, we can talk about Acuna and Albies and Murphy. But there's a dude that's from that side of town.
Yeah.
That he's wearing his dream colors, his dream uniform. And I really want to just dive into it, right? And what he's doing. And I asked him, what's changed for you? He says, man, lower half. Before when I would load, pause this right here. His back hip will go over his back shoe.
Yep.
And what would happen is collide. He would just collide. He was colliding. But he was colliding the wrong way, like back. So I was like, so what would that do to you? He says, well, I couldn't hit breaking balls, D-Row, and I couldn't hit fastballs up in the zone. I wasn't behind the baseball. I wasn't feeling the inner thigh of my legs where you want to have that power. And everything was just forget about it. I'm clueless right now. I'm hitting only mistakes. So you can hit this, and I'm going to focus on his back leg. And that's all I want to focus, his back leg and his belt. Look at his belt, how it's already just tilted. His belt is tilted, where you want to be leveled. Everything needs to be leveled. And I was like, well, did you do anything with your hands? Did you do anything with your stride? He says, no. The only thing I'm timing up right now is my front foot with my hands, but I am aware that my gliding backwards has to be controlled. And man, when he is controlled, he is absolutely killing the baseball. This is earlier last year, and look how he was just not connected. They were throwing him fastballs up. He wasn't very selective. He wasn't seeing the ball. He was rushed. All of a sudden, he starts figuring out.
Around it a little bit.
Around it a little bit. I'm going to adjust. Now, stop this right here.
He's a little wider,
He's
too.
a little wider.
First thing I noticed.
Because he wants to feel this weight in here. So he's a little wider. See, when you're too steep, you don't feel much.
So I always say this. Rudy Jaramillo, old hitting coach in Texas, used to say, picture a scale. You notice the scale. Right? You want to start kind of about 60-40 on the inside of your back leg, right?
Right.
And then it's get back to almost 70-30.
And you're feeling this.
And you should be feeling everything on the inner half of your right leg if you're a right-handed hitter.
So a lot of times, you know
just
that.
Think of a scale.
Lindor used to do this. That machine in the weight room where you stretch your calf.
Yes.
He would put it in his backside, and he would literally be like this, hitting. But he was feeling all this in here and how to go down, down, down. Well, that's what he's doing now because his belt is flat now. He's got a little wider stance, but he's feeling his lower half now. And if we roll through this, you're gonna see these swings, how calm he is with his toe tap. Now all of a sudden, he's not colliding. He's not collapsing back there. So when you're not collapsing back there, you're behind the baseball and you're seeing everything that's happening. D-Row, 17 RBIs, leading the league, slugging .593 on fastballs, non-fastballs.
He was so chapped last night. He struck out with the bases loaded, nobody
And he had
out.
good pitches to hit.
You could tell.
And I asked him, what does it feel like right now? You know what he told me? All I got to do is get set and touch the baseball. If I touch the baseball, good things are going to happen to me. That's pretty good. I mean, that's hard to do when you feel like that. Look at these numbers right here. Huh?
But what's funny is we did a Bryson Stott skybox. We've done other skyboxes recently talking about guys want to stick their nose in. And I actually like when you get more athletic.
Same.
More back, little taller, stay tall, let the barrel work around you. He's actually kind of doing the opposite, sticking his nose kind of back in there, keeping his chest tall, but getting more into his legs.
He's also 6'5".
Yeah.
Where I tell kids, like, hey, feel like you're gonna squat, right? Like if you're gonna squat like this, you can't squat. If you're gonna squat too wide, that's not gonna happen either. kind of get into a good base where you feel your feet and use that energy on the ground at home plate to get your nose in there. Right? If you don't feel that, you're going to be lost.
I'm also into the big, like, the measure of a man. It wasn't easy what he did last year to come over and have to replace a franchise icon, sign a huge deal. That was Freddie Freeman's money to a lot of people. And go out there last year, produce, come into spring this year, you could tell he's comfortable. Dansby leaves. His voice is certainly elevated in that clubhouse with Albies. I'm assuming Riley. Sean Murphy looks like a leader of men. And he's gotten off to a great start.
He posts every day.
Every day.
And little quick story on him. I was in Oakland. Billy Bean comes up to me in spring training, and he says to me, "You have 2 months." I said, 2 months? We're in spring training, my man. 2 months.
Short-term lease.
I got a guy in Matt Olson that's going to take your job.
Okay.
Wow.
And I said, okay.
So I'm getting a
got it.
corporate
So I need
rate,
2 months to absolutely bang. Get traded, because I know the kid's coming up. What a great kid. What a teammate. Unbelievable. Love him.
No.